everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we're doing Cancer's full moon energy reading for this upcoming full moon that's going to peak on July 21st. Now, this is going to be the second full moon in Capricorn. And with this moon being in the cardinal sign of Capricorn as well as the cardinal water sign of Cancer, this full moon is giving us an opportunity to take a practical look at how we're feeling in certain areas. It's also allowing us to see what practical steps we can take to balance out our emotions so that they don't hinder us from moving forward with our goals. A little journal prompt for those of you that are interested. What area of my life triggers me most emotionally, and what are 2 or 3 things that I can do in those moments to bring in balance? So, Cancer. Cleanse the space.
Ingredients like tretinoin, green tea extract, and caffeine.
All right. So let's dive right in here, Cancer, and see what we can see for your upcoming energy for this full moon. Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general, meaning they're not going to resonate every time with every person. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title resonating, there's most likely going to be something in the message for you. For information on rituals, for ritual kits, for personal readings, it's all linked below in the description box, Cancer. And if you like the vibe, how I enter the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, if you find the messages helpful, if it's resonating for you, please give it a thumbs up or comment below how it was helpful, how it was resonating. You never know how your story could help another person. Cancer. Just this alone, the Eight of Wands in the reverse with the Three of Swords, this is telling me that there is a conversation that you're avoiding having with a person who broke your heart. And even if you don't envision this person in your future, you don't see you and this person coming together, working things out, I get a sense that there's going to be a need for closure here. The reason why I promote closure so much on the channel is because when we don't allow for there to be closure, it creates more blockages, not only within ourselves, but for the other person as well. The reason why this is coming up is because this is hindering your growth. I feel like this is going to start taking effect on areas of your life that you don't expect it, like money, like health. I get the sense here, Cancer, that this has already affected relationships with family members, maybe even with coworkers. It's like this person definitely has betrayed your trust, and that's obvious. But by just blocking them or by detaching from the situation and not speaking about how this made you feel, it's creating blockages not only in your throat chakra, but it's also going to start the process of hardening your heart. So we're going to dive deeper into this here, Cancer, as well as clarify the energy surrounding you at this time of the Magician. What's hidden, what's challenging the situation. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. How to release this Ace of Cups. The outcome, if action is taken, the World energy. And the outcome, if no action is taken, is the Chariot in the reverse. Manifestation is real. Your thoughts have power. And what you focus your energy on grows. The reason why this is coming up is because I feel like you're just trying to move forward and forget about the situation, which is normal. But have the understanding here, Cancer, that whenever you're triggered in any situation to be reminded of this past scenario, those past memories are going to come rushing back, and they're going to create an unhealthy imbalance within your system. You may have already experienced this. You may have already experienced this, especially during like a holiday time. If you and this person had a long-standing serious relationship, and in the past you had spent holidays together, and recently were disconnected, you're already feeling this energy because you're blindly trying to push forward without processing this experience. There's several ways that we can go through and process that experience. One of the ways is to find a safe space to talk about it. So a neutral person, not necessarily a person that's your friend or your family member that's on your side because they're going to talk bad about this person. You really need a person who's just going to sit and listen. And maybe advice on how to move through this energy. Okay. What I get the sense here, Cancer, is there was a lot of positive times with this person. There were equally the same amount of negative experiences. And giving validation to the positive experiences is okay, as long as you're validating those negative experiences as well. Whether it's you or whether it's this person, somebody has a hard time with words and expressing how they truly feel. And I honestly feel it's mostly having to do with this person and the way they react to certain situations. I feel like this person has a tendency to lash out, get very aggressive, and then disappear. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is also a person who is very scattered with their energy. They come in very hot and fiery and very passionate, and then it's out like a light. It's because there's an internal imbalance. It has nothing to do with you or the relationship. It has to do with their healing process. But while this person is going through their own journey, they're hurting the people that they encounter because they're unintentionally going through life without healing. And that's what happens, guys. Hurt people. That's where that saying comes, hurt people hurt people. You have to take the time to process your emotions. Whether you do it now or you do it later, taking the easy way or the hard way, it's really up to you. I recommend to all my clients, to my avid followers, to sit down and give yourself this time. Fill your own cup. That's what the Ace of Cups is about, guys, is taking time and gaining that internal clarity. What about this partnership did you enjoy that you want to see in your future partnerships? And then also think about what characteristics you didn't appreciate as much and that you don't want to have in new relationships moving forward. Instead of framing this as a challenge or something, an experience that happened to me that was devastating, which is valid. Try and view this as, what can I learn from this experience so I don't have to go through this again? Also, taking some time with yourself, Ace of Cups energy, to fill your own cup, to replace the energy, because I feel for most of you, you spent a lot of time with this person. So you're needing to find ways to fill your space, to fill your time. Do things that make you happy, that fill your cup. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups here for Cancer, please, and thank you, Spirit. It's time to let go of the confusion. It's time to let go of the uncertainty. There's a lot of changes ahead. I feel like going through this experience with this person, it not only illuminated the parts that you can't accept from a person in a relationship, it also illuminated parts of yourself that you may need to pay attention to, that you may need to put in some checks and balances. There's always two sides to every story, right? Three sides, really. Your side, their side, and the truth. So the outcome of action is taken, the world, if you take time, if you sit with yourself, if you process these emotions, if you find a safe space to talk about this, journal it out, maybe even do a cord cutting ritual, which we will be live on Sunday if that's something you're interested in here on the channel. Take time and space with this challenge right now and process it so you don't have to later in the future. Because I do feel like the lesson has been learned. The message has been received. You don't have to keep putting yourself through this, and it's understandable why you wouldn't want to talk to this person again. Like giving yourself that space for closure, and that doesn't necessarily mean sitting down with this specific person and having a conversation, even though it could look like that. I recommend gaining that internal clarity first. So that way, when you have a conversation, if that's something that you're interested in, it's clear and concise and direct. I will say, Cancer, I can almost guarantee that it's not going to matter. This person still isn't going to receive the message. But looking at this as a lesson and a blessing in disguise and reframing it in your mind is going to help you to overcome it a little quicker. I do feel like there are positive things that are to come if you haven't seen those positive things already. But leaning into what is there to learn from all of this will help you to come to that conclusion a little quicker. The Chariot in the reverse is in the position if action isn't taken. So if you just sit still with yourself, maybe have this idea that this is your person. And they very well could be your person, Cancer. I'm not discrediting that. What I will say is the purpose of a soulmate, the purpose of a twin flame, ultimately is for our personal ascension, for us to learn the lessons we need to learn to make it out of here. So you have to get clear, Cancer, on what that lesson is for you. There's also a lot of karmic lessons that this person is learning through this process. For some of you, you'll be okay with that. For most of you, you understand that while this person is going through their own lessons, it's also going to hinder your growth as well as hurt you more. So best to go your separate ways for now and focus on your personal path and the lessons that you need to overcome in order to get to that bigger picture vision that you've idealized in your mind. One thing I will say, especially in situations like this, the hardest part of the entire challenge is building that trust back up within yourself after ignoring that voice inside of you for so long. So, Cancer, let's pull a few cards out here for your spiritual advice moving forward. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. Again, for information on rituals, for ritual kits, for personal readings, it's all linked below in the description box. And if you found the message was helpful, if it's resonating for you, please give it a thumbs up. Or comment below how it was helpful, how it was resonating. You never know how your story could help another person. This King of Cups keeps coming out, guys, so you must be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The person that you're dealing with is going through like a maturing phase. And where do I get this? We have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups over here, okay? This person is going through significant lessons they're learning. I also feel like there's things that they're processing from their past they're not really letting you into. Having this understanding that the tighter you hold on to this connection to this person, the more hurt you're going to become. Focusing on your path and your lesson and those experiences that you need to attract into your life to help you ascend to a higher level is really what the ultimate goal is going to be. But Cancer, you have to take this time right now to process what you and this person have experienced. So if and when there's ever a conversation to be had between the two of you, the message can be clear, and you can be clear within yourself on like how this made you feel and what you're processing exactly, because part of it is going to have to do with this person leaving, abandoning the relationship, or not following through with what they said they were going to do. But part of it is healing from your own self and ignoring that intuitive sense within you. So take your time here. Your moon manifestation oracle coming out here, Cancer, is cycles. This talks about cycles, the rhythms of life. What goes around comes around is the message of the symbol cycles. The moon goes from new to full in cycles that repeat each month. Whatever you are planning to do or to reveal by asking your question will be revisited in other circumstances. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Remember, what goes around comes around. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, the energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. So make sure it's a good one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cancer, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys for this energy. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. I hope the message was helpful for you, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.